Alright, and this is the Metal God 666 here, bringing you my review of Bloodborne! It's a tinge on the late side, I know. But I'm still saying goes better late than never, right? So, hey, why not? And this is a game I thoroughly enjoyed, so I figured, hey, why not do a review of it? Why not? So, these you don't know, these are about the same creators who did the Souls games. And the Souls games are notoriously very difficult. And this game is no exception. You know? Now, the main thing you could tell, the main big difference right off the bat between the Bloodborne and the Souls games is the setting. You know, the setting is completely different. While in the Souls games, it's more of like a medieval style setting, you know, with your knights and stuff. While in Bloodborne, it's more of a Victorian era. And Bloodborne's setting and monsters and the world and everything about it just screams out a love letter to H.P. Lovecraft. Like, even one of the monsters you fight in there, it looks very similar to a Cthulhu. Very similar. You know? Like, if they were to take a huge spider and mix it with a Cthulhu, you would get this one boss, you know, that you fight in the game. Now, I got to play the alpha of the game as well. You know, I got into that. And then I've got the actual game, too. And I have to say, the game is fantastic. This is probably one of my favorite in the Souls series, you know. Even though it doesn't have Souls in the name, but still it's, you know, it's along those lines. But this one I really love a lot, you know. You know, there's also some other major differences between the Souls games and Bloodborne. Another notable one is that in the Souls games, you know, you use your shield. You use your shield quite much, you know. In this one, there is a shield in it, but the game basically mocks you for using it. And I never even tried using it. I looked at the stats, it was fucking worthless. It was just like, fuck. Like, there's no reason to even use it. So I just said, fuck that. But you do get a gun in this one. Now, the gun does not make the game any easier. No, buddy, boy. It does not. So, but you use your gun kind of similar in the way in which you would use your shield. Such as, you know, so they, you know, right before they attack, you know, you push the button and you can counter them. You know, you have the split second. And also another key feature with this one is that they hit you, okay, it takes 6 of your life off, right? You counter them just right, and you hit them with a more powerful move, you actually get some life back. So that's pretty cool. Now, this game will definitely keep you on your toes throughout your journey through it, you know. You're not going to encounter the same monsters and bosses throughout the same monsters and stuff throughout the whole game. Now, there's a few little ones here and there you're going to fight, you know, you're going to see quite often. But for the most part, you know, they always, you know, you go to a new area, you're going to see brand new fucking guys. And there's a couple of parts that are fucking crazy to get to. There's two areas that you actually have to purposely die at to get to it. I don't remember the world, the first world that you have to do it in. I don't remember the name of it right off the top of my head. But anyways, you know, he has a big sack. And, you know, he's carrying one, not a nut sack. Alright? So, he's carrying this big sack, and he has to kill you. And if he kills you, he brings you to this whole nother crazy fucking world. But then after you come to this world later on, it changes. Like, after, like, you fight this one spider boss, right? You fight them. The whole entire world just fucking changes. So everything you just knew just out the window, and they fucking change everything. Now, I would actually have to say that one of the first the first boss you fight in the game is technically, it's an optional boss. But it's really good, you know, I started with, and you actually see him in the trailer and stuff like that, the really big, hairy-looking dude, you know, really big, mammoth creature. He was actually really fucking easy, to be honest. He wasn't hard. I think it was like my second try at him, and I fucking beat him, you know, no problem, whatever. But when you fight your first actual boss, that's when it becomes a little bit of a challenge. Because I'll tell you what, because pretty much these bosses, all these bosses have multiple forms to them. You know, so you can't get, you know, learn just one attack pattern for this guy, and you're like, okay, you know, you're gonna know how to beat him. You know, you might fight him maybe a couple times, but you'll figure out the pattern. No, not with this one. No. They're like, oh, okay, you beat this part of him. Now let's see you do this. And some of them have like 3 forms, such as let's see here, not the Grom spider, which changes the world. Not him. What he does, he has like three different forms. Actually, not really form, but you know, actually, yeah, he does. Now I think about it, he does. Yeah, he has 3 different forms. There's also another spider that you fight a little earlier in the game. He also has several different forms too. Yeah, there's quite a few of them. And then, you know, the first boss you come to, he has 2 different forms. You know, he has this little hunter form, and he has a werewolf one. When he breaks that werewolf out, he's a fucking beast. But I really like how they set it up like that. You know, it's basically like, okay, this is your test. Do you really want to continue with this game? And to be honest, he was probably one of the hardest bosses in the game. Was the first actual boss you fight. You know, there's a couple of them that I think that are a joke, that weren't that difficult at all. You know, but you also have to level up your guy and get him correctly. You know, you can't go, you know, fight some big high-level guy and be this low-level guy. You know, you can't do that. You're just going to get slaughtered easy. You know, because I ran into one by accident. But overall, Bloodborne is a fantastic game. And it's a game you should definitely 100%. If you have a PlayStation 4, there is no reason why you should not get this game. Well, unless of course you're under, you know, maybe under age of 17, or, you know, and your parents don't want you playing a mature title. I mean, to be honest, it's just really bloody. I mean, really, that's just blood and gore, you know. So it's not that bad, you know. But it's definitely a game you should definitely start checking out. And if I didn't have a PlayStation 4 and I played this game, I would pick up a PlayStation 4 just to play this game. This is definitely my game of the year. Screw your Metal Gear Solid 5, you can have that shit. Bloodborne kills it. Bloodborne, 10,000 times better than it. This is 100% game of the year. Right here. And I say that because I'm a Sony fanboy. Because I'm definitely am not. You know, I do enjoy playing on PC and, you know, other things of such sorts. But I'm definitely not a Sony fanboy. But I do enjoy this game. This game is fantastic. And like I said, and especially if you like H.P. Lovecraft, this is definitely a game for you. You know, now, yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. And you're going to have to play around to see which character you like. Personally, my personal character I was using in the alpha actually wasn't in the main game, which kind of sucked. So I went with the kind of mid-level guy. I went with him, which is actually the guy you see on the box. Actually, I went with him. And yeah, it worked out great. You know, I beat the game. You know. It's not that difficult to beat. It's hard. It's a hard fucking game. I mean, it's going to take you a while, but you can do it. You can do it. It's not ungodly difficult. It's not. So, if you have a PlayStation 4, make sure you pick this shit up. If not, then why haven't you? Pick it up! Now! Like, stop the video, go to the store, go buy it right now. Go! I'm waiting. Alright, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. You guys enjoyed that shit. Anyways, this is the Metal Guy 666 here. Sign out. Tell you guys keep it metal. And I'm out.